Welcome back to the sunny fields of Perthshire. Well, it's day 2, it's the morning after the night before. Look at the state of me already. I haven't even started, I look like a sweatbox. Trust me, it's sunscreen to try and protect my delicate skin from the Scottish sunshine, but it is boiling. It's 8:15 in the morning and it's 25 degrees. Which is like 80 Fahrenheit. So this is the kind of temperatures that could kill a Scotsman. So fingers crossed. Right, I'm not going to hang about. I need to get moving and get into the breeze so I can try and cool down a little bit. So let's go and see if there's anything to be had. Here's a little thing that I noticed. There's a lot of ancient monuments in and around this area, some of which are no longer here. But that is a very, very big, hefty bit of stone, isn't it? You wonder if that could be an old Neolithic or Bronze Age standing stone that's been reused sometime over the last few hundred years as a gatepost. So interesting, because on the other side, right here, is another one. And that is a hefty big bit of stone. So you do wonder, has that been part of a stone circle that's been removed from the land and used as a gatepost? Well, you never know. Right, let's go and see if there's any treasures to be had. It's taken me 40 minutes, 40, to get a first diggable target. And it isn't even that good. In fact, it's not good at all. 55, 60, 58, but I'm not desperate, I'm going to dig it anyway. Might be like yesterday, we might be starting with aluminium. Well, we're still down there. I really don't think the ground conditions are good for detecting, it's just too dry. Well, it's out, but it's jumping all over the place. 51 up to 65. Yeah, you never thought you'd ever hear a Scottish person saying that we need rain. But we need rain. And I mean, the farmers are... Oh, ha! I was going to say the farmers are having a nightmare. Well, we've got something. It didn't sound remotely good. We've got a dog. Or something. Some sort of animal. Some sort of animal. Right, get the les tool out, let's give it a wee pick. And a wee brush, in fact, no, let's wet it rather than brush it. Well, that didn't sound like, I don't know what that is that some sort of lead? I think that's lead. Yeah, I think it is, I think it's lead. But it's a wee animal, it might actually be... oh, I've got a little wasp hanging about. Go away. Waspy, waspy. It could actually be... Is that a lion? A lion or some sort of big cat maybe. It's lost its tail. Oh no, it's not. I think its tail's been docked. So maybe it is a dog. It's a funny looking dog, but there we go. Hey, have we got any writing on it? Come on, wasp, get away. I shouldn't have worn a red t-shirt, but it was the only thing I could find with a collar. Oh, there's a couple of letters there. BR. BR. So there you go. What do you think? A little child's toy made of lead. What's that going to be? 1880? 1930? 1940? Maybe even 1950s. But let me know in the comments below. Well, that's an interesting little find. Fantastic. Well, saved the day so far. Well, I'm afraid today, folks, is just one of those days. I've done 3 hours and this is all that I've got to show for it. Well, still, it's a nice wee find. It's a little lead dog, potentially, or tiger, or lion, or something. But either way, it's the only find that I got. Well, the only find that I got that I can actually put on screen. So I think I'm going to stitch in another video and try and get out maybe tomorrow or the next day. So I'll add it on in a minute. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire. Well, we are back with the mighty XP DEUS 2. There was a tiny little bit of rain, although it's all burnt off now, or all dried up should I say, first thing this morning, so I'm hoping that's going to help a little bit with the conductivity. This is where I finished the other day. I got my little tiger dog, we don't know what it is, but I'm back on this same field. We've got another strip to do, and then we'll try the field next door. We've got a quick signal, seems quite small, 60, 61, gold coin, hammered. Oh, there's something there. Well, so much for being small, it must have been on its edge. It's maybe a bit of a spoon. It is a bit of a spoon. It's an old pewtery type spoon handle. It's actually got stamps on it. Could be old, that. It's got that look to it. It's pretty crude. Yeah, it looks like it says ING to begin with. Date wise, I'm going to say 17, 1800s, give or take, but let me know. Well, things are looking up. This came through as a very horrible sounding 50, and initially I thought, my God, I've got myself a silver coin, but it's not. It's a tomback button, but it's got a wee bit of decoration on it, which is unusual for a tomback. Normally they're just plain. Soil is baked on it. Give it a wee brush as well. But yeah, it's got a wee sort of engine turned bit of decoration. So tombacks get their name because it's the type of metal called tomback, which is made from an alloy of copper and zinc, if I remember properly. Just give it a wee dry off on the magic sleeve. Wearing a t-shirt, which is unusual for me. Shows you how hot it is. But yeah, it's got a lovely decoration on it. So yeah, tomback was a mixture of copper and zinc, and they would add a little bit of arsenic or tin to give it that lovely shiny colour. And that's why often when you dig them up you think you've found a silver coin, but not to be. But that's pretty nice, I like that. And unfortunately it's lost its loop, otherwise it would have been a very nice button. But it's going to date to probably George III, 1760 to 1820, and I've only been going for 10 minutes, so that little bit of rain seems to have made a difference. Tomback button was right there, and right here we've got another sound, and this one is an ear blower, 90 all the way up to 94. It could be a spendable, it could be a Georgian coin. Well, Georgian coin would be nice next to a Georgian button. Well, we're out in the first spadeful. A moment of truth. This could be off to a flyer if this is something good. Aha! It's a coin. We've got a coin. I tell you what, it might actually be Georgian. It might be Georgian. Look, you can see a little bit of moisture in the soil. Once you dig out a wee bit, it's a wee bit wetter. So I think that's definitely helping. You know what, I think it's an early Georgian, because Britannia looks like she's wearing a big ball gown, and that normally means it's an early one. You see what I mean? She's kind of quite a plump below the waistline, because the dress is like a big balloon shape. Right, I'm going to have to, but I can't wet it. Well, there we go, look. It's coming away. Let's get the bendy thumb to action on it. There you go. Look at that, that's a really nice coin. You can see the letters Georgius, Georgius. He's looking to the right hand side. So it's either George the First or George the Third. But I think it's George the First, because Britannia looks not perfect, and the coin's not perfectly round. It's fatter at this side, it's thinner at this side, and George the First's coins were not particularly circular. You'll also see he's off-struck as well. So I think this is German George, the first of the Hanoverian kings. So he took the throne in 1714 upon the death of Queen Anne. Queen Anne was the last official monarch of the Stuarts. The Stuarts ruled from the 1300s all the way through to 1714 in Scotland, and some would say they should have ruled further on, because Bonnie Prince Charlie and his father and his grandfather, James the 7th and 2nd and James the 8th and 3rd, were Stuarts, and they were rightful kings of Great Britain, but they were kicked off the throne in 1688 because of the Glorious Revolution. They were replaced by Protestant William and Mary, and they passed something called the Act of Settlement at the beginning of the 1700s, that if the monarchs, William and Mary, didn't produce any children, if Anne didn't produce a child, then Catholics were banned, were blocked from taking the throne. And when Anne died, they'd carried out a search to find someone with a drop of Stuart blood, and they found dozens of them, over 60 people who had a claim to the throne. Unfortunately, the first 60 odd were all Roman Catholic, and eventually it passed over to Sophia of Hanover, who was the second cousin, I think, of Anne. She was a very, very clever woman. She was the Queen of Hanover, but unfortunately before Sophia got a chance to take the throne, she was struck by lightning 2 months before Anne died, and she was killed. And that left German George, her son, George the First, to become George the First of Great Britain. Well, England and Scotland, and at the time Ireland. Northern Ireland didn't really exist, it was one country, and also Wales. So he took the throne in 1714, and it kicked off another Jacobite rebellion. So there you go. Brilliant. Great bit of history, and a great coin from the era of the Jacobites. We could have another coin. Could even be silver or a spendable. 95, 96, right about there. Well, we're out. Still reading 94, 95. I've only been going for half an hour, so it's a massive difference from the other day. Oh, he's got himself silver. It's gorgeous George. George the Fifth. George the Fifth. It's a shilling. 1925. So it's 50% silver. It's a lovely little coin. It's a bit worn, but on the whole it's pretty good. 1925. It's got a wee crusty bit on it. Off you pop. There we go. I don't think we'll get an imprint of that, will we? So there you are. George V, by the grace of God, King of the Britons. So he was on the throne from 1910 to 1936. He was the grandson of Queen Victoria. He was the son of Edward, Dirty Bertie, and he married his dead brother's girlfriend, called Mary of Teck, and he and she apparently could have saved his cousin Tsar Nicholas and their family from the Russian Revolution, or from their death, should I say, but they allegedly did not, because they thought it would be bad for politics, because there was already a lot of anti-German sentiment within the UK, so much so that he changed the family name from Saxe-Coburg-Gotha to the House of Windsor, because it sounded a little bit more English. I think that happened in 1917. Brilliant, 50% silver. I've been joined by a little deer. It doesn't seem in the slightest bit bothered that I'm here. Either that or it just hasn't spotted me yet. So we'll see. I might be cuddling a deer on the next video. Just 10 feet away, not even 10 feet, 6 feet away from that silver coin. Got another decent signal. It's not quite as high as the last one, but it's 87, sounds pretty reasonable. Don't think it's deep. It's not deep. 87, 88, definitely within the realms of a coin. Ah, he's got silver again. He has, you know. I've got silver. Silver number 2. Must be a pocket spill, surely. 2 silver coins that close together. It wasn't deep at all. It's a lovely coin though, look at that. It's different from the last 1946, so it's going to be George the 6th. And it's 1 shilling again, which was 12 pence. The other one was a shilling, wasn't it? Let me just check. Let me just check the fines so far. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, that is a shilling. Yes, 1 shilling, which is 12 pence. So we're doing pretty well. Double silver, and we've only been going for, well, not long at all. So yeah, George the 6th. So George the 6th is the son of George the 5th. He's the younger son. He was the spare. He was never supposed to be the heir, because it should have gone to, and well, technically it did go to Edward, the older brother. But he's the one who abdicated to marry Wallis Simpson. And it meant that old George had no choice. He had to become king. 1937, I think it was. And he ruled with the Queen Mother, who was also known as Elizabeth. That's a lovely coin though. Look at the quality of the strike on that. That's not been in circulation for long at all when it's been lost. 1946. Good. Nice coin. That was the George the 5th silver shilling. That was the George the 6th silver shilling. I've gone up that way a little bit. Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn my pinpointer off earlier. I've gone up a little bit, just thought I'll work my way around in case there's a wee coin spill, and almost directly opposite that silver coin. We've got a very jumpy 88 to 96. Still in there. Got a wee, God, there's a plane almost landing on top of me here. Let me take this out the phone holder for a second. Look at that, for low. My God, turn your engine on. He must have heard me. Well, he was certainly gliding low there, wasn't he? Okay, right, where was I? I was in the middle of digging this hole before a plane landed on top of me. Almost. Still in there. Going to be a tin can, isn't it? Oh, look at that, it's turned to junk. Well, it's anywhere from 44 all the way up to 99. Look at that. It's going to be a bit of pipe or something, isn't it? Is that a shotgun cap? No, it's a fuse. I've got writing. Made in England. Is it a fuse? I think it might be. Is that a massive fuse? I'm very close to power lines. No way. That's coins. That is coins. It is. It's some sort of coin holder. I don't believe it. It is, it's some sort of coin holder. 100%, look, it says 1 shilling. Look at that. 1 shilling. Have we got a date? $1923. I don't believe it. That weighs quite a bit. Surely that's not going to be full of coins. I bet it is going to be full of coins. I don't know. Did it pull out somehow? Oh. No. It's not really wanting to move. Maybe if I wet it a wee bit. That is a coin holder. It's something for your spare change. That is bizarre. Right, let me give this a wee wet. Don't know if that's the best thing to do, but don't see how else I'm going to get all the mud out. Is that actually leather? I think it is. It is. That's leather. It's leather and I'm assuming it's stainless steel. So I don't see any marks in it. I don't believe that. Well, yet another first. I can only assume that the coins that I've just found have fallen out of this when it's been getting ploughed. But that is definitely leather. Although I'm just making it dirty and worse, but I'll give it a wee wipe on the trousers. Try and clean it up a bit. It is, look, it's leather. You can see the seam there. So it's some sort of coin holder. Some sort of coin holder device. Right. Let's see if we can get a coin to move. I'm assuming they just slide out. Oh, doesn't want to. It's going down a wee touch. Look, it's moving just ever so slightly downward. It's maybe got a spring in it or something. Nah. Right, hold it there. I'm going to get back to you in a wee second. This is fascinating. I really want to do this on camera, but I should wait till I get home, but I'm too excited. Right, as you can see, it is definitely 1 shilling, 1926. But look, I've managed to... Look, there's a little bit of movement there. Can you see that? Let me zoom in. Watch that. You see that wee bit of movement? And the first coin is loose. So, I'm going to try and pull it off. There you go. Now that is a coin. What a beauty. Well, it's seen better days. It has seen better days, but that is a coin. That is a shilling. And that is George V. We've got another one directly below it. This is when I could do with an extra pair of hands. Right, one coin. What am I going to do here? Right, put that there. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. Put that there. That's it. This one, that's coming out. 2, George V. Again, pretty black and horrible, but I'm sure that'll clean up. Have we got a date? 1920. Yep, 1920. What was the first one? 1923. 1923. Right, this one's stuck. Ah, got it. That's another one below it. Oh, there's 2 coins. There's a wee one. It's a wee 6pence. There you go. We've got another George V, 6pence. What date have we got on that? 1931. 1931. We've got at least 5 coins. That is 1 shilling. I don't see a date on this one though. Oh no, there's the date there. 1928. 1928. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another coin there, but it's stuck. It's stuck in there, and I've just dropped 3 of the 5 coins. Right, I'm going to turn you off for a second. I'll get back to you in a wee minute. Okay, I figured out a way how to do this. I'm going to kneel down. Look, I managed to lever it up, and there is another 2 coins, not just 1. So we've got another shilling, and it's sliding out, no problem at all. And it's George V again. And we've got a date this time of 1933. That's a beautiful coin as well, lovely strike on it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got at least another 2. That one's coming out easily. In fact, they're stuck together. There's 3. Oh, for goodness sake, look at the number of coins. 1935, that's going to be... I've dropped it. Hang on. Oh, don't drop all the coins. I've dropped it in the mud. That's George V as well. That's a 6pence. And there's another coin. 1933, which is a shilling. It's another shilling. Look at the number of coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's number 8. It's another shilling. 1929. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's another 6pence. Which is... It's George VI, so it's later. Everything's been George V until now. George V. 1946. So just after the Second World War. And then we've got a 1942, which is also George VI. 1942, 1 shilling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we've got another one. We've got more. 1936. It's another shilling. And it's George V again. That's the year he died. And then we're stuck. And that's George V again. This is unbelievable. Right. Let me... oh no, it's moving. Oh my god. Look at the number of coins that are in this. That is 1935. This is a hoard. We've got a hoard of silver. What have we got now? We've got another shilling. Come on, out you come. Which is George V again. 1926. Oh, and I've dropped it again. John, you numpty. Right. I'm going to need a bigger leg. We've got another George V. It's another shilling. Oh, it's not for coming out though. Oh no, it's coming. It's coming. It's 1932. 1932. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 coins, and they're still coming. 14 coins. This is a hoard. We've got, look at this strike on that. It's like the day it was made. 1 shilling, 1945. So we're back to George VI again. And I need a bigger leg. Right, we've got another one that's really worn. Which is George V again. In 1922. When did they change? 1920. 1921 it was. When did they change silver content? Yeah, I think it was 1920. Yeah, it was 1920. Right, and last, we've got one more. That's the bottom. So it's got a spring mechanism in it. Sounds a bit gritty, not surprising. And the last coin out is George V again. It's another shilling. And it's 1921. That is a hoard. We've found a hoard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 silver coins. Oh, in fact, no, it's not. It's 19 because I found the two. Now I'm trying to get in my pocket without dropping these. Well, the other two must have been associated with this. I can't remember. Was it a George V and a George VI? I think it was. There we go. There's one of them. 1925, George V. Let's pop that there. And where's the other one? Right there. George VI. 1946. A 19 coin silver hoard. Well, 50% silver. And look, that is like a little leather and stainless steel, maybe. It's not looking in the best of conditions, the leather, but it's survived. It has survived being in a field for, well, best part of, what, 80 odd years. What was the... Right, I'm going to turn it off for a second just to figure out what the most modern coin is. I'll be right back to you in a sec. This must have been a fortune back in the day. We've got 16 shillings, and a shilling back then was 12 pence. So what's 16 times 12? Well, 16 times 10 would be 160. So it's 172, 182, 184 pence. And at the time there was 240 pence to the pound. And we've got 3 sixpences, which is 18 pence to add on top. And I've just forgotten what the first number was that I said. It's a lot. This is almost £1. The oldest coin, or the most modern coin, should I say, is this one here, 1946. So this could not have been lost before 1946. There you go. Unbelievable. A hoard of shillings. I cannot believe it. What a discovery. Unbelievable. And more importantly, imagine how many pints of beer that would have bought you back in the day. Just a theory. I'm thinking, oh, someone must have dropped that. But then I do wonder, could that little thing have been secreted in the wall and fallen out? This is a very old dry stone wall. Could it have been in the wall and fallen out and then been dragged into the field a little bit by the plough? I suppose we'll never know, but as I say, this is a very, very old stone wall. Well, it's been an hour since I found those silver coins, and it's been dead as a dodo. Haven't had a signal until now. 85, 86, very coin-like. A wee penny. At least it's easy to dig. Oh, we're out. Well, we're out. Is it going to be a wee penny to add to the silver collection? Maybe. Nope, it's not. What is that? Aluminium. Don't know what that is. Oh, it's lead. Is it lead? Might be lead. It's a bit high for lead for a readout. No, it's not. It's, I think it's solder. Or is it lead? No, I think it is lead. Can't make my mind up. Yeah, I think it's... No, it's not. It is. It's solder. It's not heavy enough. Someone's been doing a wee bit of welding or something here. Drippings from solder, I think. Well, that is me. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm hot. But I've got 19 silver coins that I didn't have when I started today. So I'm a happy man. The last 90 minutes have been terrible. Nothing at all. Just not getting any kind of depth. I came into a different field because I did that one to death. That one was on a slope, so I don't know if there's more moisture in the ground, but there's not a lot of land there I can detect because a lot of it's just rock solid. So I'm trying to concentrate on the ploughed stuff until it rains, but I just don't think I'm getting the depth with the signals, because I've just walked through the field on the way back to my car, and I had to stop detecting in this field a few weeks ago because it was going to take me hours to get home. I was getting that many targets coming up, and I've walked 300 yards and I haven't had a single target. So I think the weather is against me, but we'll have a wee look in the light box at the hoard of silver coins.